everyone. Welcome to Toy Break, episode 263. I'm Aileen.
I'm George.
I'm kaNO.
Welcome back to the couch, kaNO.
Thank you. Thank you
for being here.
All right.
It's exciting to... Oh, look, you have your beverage. You're ready to
Thank
go. All right, well, while
Maybe I should have practiced a little bit.
while you're enjoying your delicious beverage, we're going
right.
to tell everybody what Toy Break is, in case you may not know or you haven't seen the show before. Toy Break is your weekly internet show featuring news and reviews all about the wonderful world of toys, including but not limited to designer vinyl, action figures, plush, collectibles, events, how-tos, interviews, artists, whatever's going on in the wonderful world of toys. That is what we try to bring you. Let us start, as we usually do, by thanking our site sponsors like Button Lab,
Superpower Collectibles,
DKE Toys,
3D Retro,
Tomonosuke,
Happy Panda Toys,
Art Attack Toys,
Grumpy Bert,
Vinyl Riot. Vinyl Riot, your one-stop destination for designer toys, offering a huge selection of DIYs and art supplies to satisfy all your creative needs. Don't forget to sign up for their newsletter to receive their Riot Deal of the Week, a secret promotion given only to their subscribers. VinylRiot.com.
Frombies,
Puppet Heap. Puppet Heap, a world of stories on your hand.
and Dragatomi.
And then,
Did we just pause for Puppet Heap and you guys show the animated...
Yeah.
You guys got to step up that animated bit there. Your sponsor has to step that up a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey.
Next
Call
time
them out. You can call it out.
by kaNO. Called out by kaNO.
Hey, I'm an animator, by the way, so I can say that.
That could be your segment, called out by kaNO.
No.
Why isn't that on your heart?
What's your herd?
Yeah, I know, right?
All right, we'll get back to your herd in a second. We have a few people to thank for donations, like Alex from Rhode Island, Shannon from Oklahoma, Matt from California, John from Florida, Emil from California, Thomas from New Mexico, Garrett from Texas, and James from Texas. And with that, we have 2 new states on the map:
We do.
Rhode Island and Oklahoma. Wow! Thank you so much.
Nice.
Amazing.
That's exciting. Who are you going to call out now? Still no Idaho.
We still don't have Idaho, so until that comes out, I can't call anybody else.
All right. Well, what's going on contest-wise, George?
Battle Beast Mini Make contest is over, so
It's
let's
over.
choose some winners here.
Well, luckily we have Sarah's box here filled with a bunch of contestants.
All right, do I get to pick one out?
Yeah.
You get to pick 2
All
out.
right, here we go.
All right, we have 2 sets of complete Series 1 Battle Beasts.
Do I call out the name?
Yeah, there's a name and whatever. So the thing was they had to put what animal they wanted to see as a Battle Beast.
All right. So do I say the person who won first and
Yeah,
then
sure.
say? All right. Luke Shu. Nah, just kidding.
Oh, that was awesome.
This
And he
is
said bear.
He's got his
Weird.
hope up.
this is Fet42. I'd love to see dinosaur battle beasts. I think a Triceratops, like the cyborg side of my what?
Of my Tricera next would be awesome.
Whatever that means.
I don't
Dinosaurs.
even know what that is, dude.
Dinosaurs.
So, Fet 42. You
Sure.
won one set. Now who
All right,
gets the
one more
next
set.
set?
All right, man, you gotta shuffle that up, man.
Oh. Hey, you want to shake? You want to shake Sarah's box?
Yo, Sarah's box, yo.
Isn't it nice though? Like it's really well crafted.
I'm not the first one who's been here, apparently. Alright. Wait, what's... Alright, so the next winner is, his name is Sandwich? Is that right?
Sandwich.
Sandwich.
Alright, and he wants a pistol shrimp. That's pretty funny.
All right, pistol shrimp and dinosaurs.
Pistol shrimp, all up in the Sarah box.
You never know what's gonna come out of here.
Sandwich and Fet 42. So congrats on winning that, guys. I will just PM me your addresses and I will get them out to you.
Awesome. Well, you know what happens when one contest ends?
Start a new one. Outer Spacemen Contest. You can win an entire set of Series 5 Infinity Edition Outer Spacemen figures. That's Gemini, Orbitron, and Deluxe Cyclops figure.
Ooh.
This is all courtesy of the 4 Horsemen. All you have to do to win is head over to the forum at toybreak.com and post which of the 4 Horsemen's new Raven line is your favorite. You can find all of them on their blog at 4horsemen.biz. The deadline is June 26th.
Nice. And here they are. Beautiful, easy to take off the card. Awesome. We've had these on before, so you probably know what they are.
4 horsemen.
So go
Killing
check
it, right?
out their blog, look at their new Raven figure. Which one's your favorite? Post it in the forum.
It's that easy. Could it be any easier? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Shall we on to news?
Let's do it.
All right, first up, as you may or may not know if you hang out at the October Toys Forum, OMFG Series 4 lineup has been announced. Wow!
Nice, nice.
We would like to welcome
Series 4,
Series
wow.
4. Isn't that crazy? It's happening. This is a real thing, people. We would like to welcome Woolly Wisp by Billy Park, Fossil Freak by Michael Stearns, Bullseye by Tom Chaos and Anna Bruja Chaos, Tree Monster by Gorm Trans Monsters, and The Siren by Corey Webb to the growing OMFG family. Thank you so much for everybody who participated, everybody who voted, everybody who submitted designs, everybody who's been, supporting and keeping this line going. And you can keep watching right here on Toy Break and on the forum for news and surprises as we get ready to launch the Series 4 Kickstarter in about a month. So that's coming up really quick. And also, just so you know, we've talked about this on the forum, but we are revising the voting process for Series 5, so stay tuned for more info on that.
Cool.
Now, another thing happened this past weekend is we went to Phoenix Comicon.
It was awesome.
Yeah, wasn't it awesome? It was so good seeing you there.
Phoenix is great. They have
Heat.
Thunder Dan Marley and the Phoenix Suns. He still plays, right?
He
I don't
wasn't
know what
there.
that is.
I don't think he was at Comic-Con.
You don't know about Thunder Dan Marley?
I don't know anything about sports.
Do you have a story? Do you
He
wanna
used to
tell
be a
us?
basketball player in the Phoenix Suns back in the 90s.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, yeah. I don't think he
So I
still
thought
plays,
you would
does he?
know. No, he doesn't.
That wouldn't make any sense. All right, so what did you think of Phoenix Comic-Con, George?
It was nice. It was a lot. It was bigger than.
We've gone several years before.
Yeah, it was bigger than before. It seemed we went on Friday and it seemed to be handled well. Like it was run really well. I heard that on Saturday it got a little chaotic, and then I heard on Sunday that there was an episode with
There was a fire alarm.
the fire alarm. So luckily we weren't part of any of that. The one thing that was weird was, there was a ton of cosplay, a ton of people walking around, but there was nobody from Designer Toys. Like no.
Not even designer, no indie toys.
I was just going to ask that if they had like a cult yard sort of
Nothing.
thing.
There was
So
like
it's just you
so
guys?
we have to go and make a cult yard.
I don't know if we have to go. But
But it's kind of close.
I don't know about that, man.
Easy? No?
It's already
Okay.
enough work with like Comic-Cons in San Diego and New York and Designer Con. It's already
I mean,
enough
I
work.
wasn't feeding him his lines.
I was going to say Designer
I
Con.
know. I believe you.
It was a good. It was a good show though, and I did get to meet Mark Pingator. He does a lot of the Garbage Pail Kid art nowadays, and I got to pick up a print from
Are
one
you
of
guys-
his personal things.
I mean, I dig the. I mean, this is awesome, and I dig the Garbage Pail Kids. But are you guys ready? How do you guys feel about the whole Garbage Pail Kids fan movement in art right now? Do you feel
You mean like other people doing...
Yeah, it
sort
feels like it was like it was introduced, and I was like, cool, people have love for that, and I remember that when I was a kid, and I dug it, and now it just seems like everybody's doing it. Like,
well,
everyone.
the nice thing is Topps is doing it, and
So they're
bringing it back. They're bringing back not only the garbage. They've been Garbage Pail Kids cards have been coming out for a few years now, new again, but they're also putting out minifigures again this year, later this
okay.
year. So it's gonna be cool. They're bringing back little Garbage Pail Kid minifigures.
Are they doing stuff with artists too? Is Garbage Pail Kids gonna do something like, I don't know if they have already, but with like Buff or one of those guys who's like influenced by them?
I don't know
I
of
have no
anything
idea
that,
of any
if
plans
they have
like that.
planned. That's the only guy I know that's doing Garbage Pail Kids.
Okay.
But yeah, there are definitely people.
Maybe we need to get in touch with
Inspired
Topps
by
and
it.
make that happen.
Maybe you do. But I was just
think
wondering, like the
it's
way
a good
things,
idea.
the way things go. Like sometimes in the art world, like there's like trends, and all of a sudden it's like everybody's about this character. Like everybody has to do a SpongeBob, and everybody has to do a Smurf, and everybody has to do Mario Brothers and video games for a little
I'm
bit.
sorry, what
and,
kind of brothers? He
He
said it.
What, Mario?
Mario Brothers.
It's Mario.
No, it's
it's
not.
you
It's
New
Mario
Yorkers.
Brothers.
That's Mario.
He
Brothers.
said
He
it.
says,
he said
"It's a
it
me,
exactly the way it
Mario."
should. No,
I'm sorry, Mario.
it's Mario Brothers.
Mario
Oh, that was
Brothers.
awesome.
That's right. And so anyway, yeah, Mario Brothers. You know what I mean? And then it became like a thing where like, all right, like a year ago or a year and a half ago, it started. Garbage Pail Kids started surfacing as a thing, and like everyone now is like, oh yeah, like it's just become a trend now of like, just people doing mashups with it with their art. Which I'm not saying I have a beef with. I'm just saying like, it just what's the next? It just seems so flavor of the month ish. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't think there's any way to avoid that though, because I mean it comes out of that small group of 4 or 5 people get together one night and they talk about it, and somebody does it for a show, and then it just like proliferates through the community.
Once somebody sees something that sells, they go, hey, that sells. I'm gonna make one too, and then mine's gonna sell.
I can understand. No, I know what you mean, but it just feels weird to me sometimes. But
It's hard. It's hard to work with
I
subject matter
understand.
that is very trendy, like that, because there's no longevity to it.
yeah.
Is that where you're going with that?
No, I just feel like it gets unoriginal after a while. It's like it's cool to like do something that has, you know, something that's inspired from your childhood and it's a character. Like for example, I was in this Hanna-Barbera's show at my Plastic Heart, right? And so, you know, I had to think hard to do a character that everyone's not sweating. That's not so predictable. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like everyone, like it's like when I was a kid, like Garfield was one of my favorite shows, right? One of my favorite characters. So I was like, my instincts were to do Garfield, but there was a whole hundreds like fucking Garfield exhibit, and like Garfield was one of those characters for a little bit that everybody was doing like a Garfield painting. You know what I mean? So I was like, well, I don't want to do that because I don't want to be like, I don't need to do that right now. You know what I mean? So I did like a Dennis the Menace piece because I was like, man, nobody's done that. I haven't really seen it, and I feel like that's a really strong character. So I did that. And everybody thought it was Elroy from the Jetsons.
That's awesome.
But anyway,
Oops.
yeah, because here's why. The show was called Hanna-Barbarians, so everybody thought it had to be It was a Hanna-Barbera show. Right. But in the description it said it didn't have to be a Hanna-Barbera show. It could be
Just
anything.
a cartoon from
Yeah.
that time.
So I was like, all right. I used to watch Dennis the Menace after school like every day, so I did that. So everybody automatically thinks it's Elroy.
Oh,
It's
that's
not.
funny.
It's Dennis the Menace.
If only you had just stuck with Garfield, no one would question
Well,
it.
he's not.
They would have thought it was Heathcliff.
Yeah. Like, nice Heathcliff. So funny. But anyway, moving along. It's cool. It's just funny how things trend in
Yeah.
the art scene, kind of. You know, mainly the art toy scene. It's just things really trend.
It's true.
It's like, oh, you did that. Me too. Me
That's
too.
very true.
And then everybody does it.
All right, well, let's wait and see what the next trend is. Come to DesignerCon. We'll see what's happening. See how I play? Oh.
Gotta
Anyway,
plug
we
the
have
right
more
cover.
news. We have to wish...
That was weak sauce.
Aw, come on. You got something better?
Go ahead.
All right, we have to wish KV a very happy 3rd birthday. The KV birthday just passed, but we wanted to say happy birthday to KV and to KV's creator, Holly Stanway. So you may don't forget you can follow KV's adventures, releases, and shows over at heykv.com. I know you just did a piece.
I did a piece for the show,
For the birthday
and
show?
I don't know if it's sold or not, so you could go pick it up if you want. It's cheap.
heykv.com.
HeyKV.com. Go check it out. Go check out some of the other ones that might still be for sale.
There was a lot of really cool stuff up there.
What was the name of the girl that you guys had on, and you were teaching her how to use a pressure cooker?
That was M.
Okay.
She makes awesome little resin... A pressure cooker?
What was
We
it
were having a
called?
cooking show.
What was
A
it?
pressure pot.
Pressure. That sounds even more
Got
like a
it.
fucking cooking thing. Well, anyway, I saw that episode because I watch Toy Break all the time,
Yay.
and it was really insightful. It was really cool because I'd seen, well, it was described to me as a pressure tank back in New York.
Yeah,
when I
that
first
works. That works too.
saw it. So it was cool to just see how it works because I see them all the time, and Eric Nacella introduced me to that like a long time ago when he was showing me his process, and then I saw Suck Lord's whole thing, and then seeing you guys actually describe it and what it does and how it's something that you could just buy at Home Depot and use to make was cool. And then I was like, now you can get ready for a whole bunch of shitty resin to be out there.
I know.
And maybe a few good
It's like,
resins.
oh.
But some people will start out shitty and get better and better, and then they'll be at the right level.
A small amount of people do that.
The people
No,
that
just
stick
kidding.
with it.
I didn't come here to hate on resin. Come on.
People that stick with it.
It's all good. I just thought it was a very cool, informative episode.
Well, thank you for that. Thank you for watching, and thank you for mentioning. Go watch it on YouTube. It's on our channel, youtube.com/toybreak. And the last piece of news, The Walking Dead Mystery Minis by Funko. This is a series of 2.5-inch blind box minifigures based on the Walking Dead TV series. There's 16 characters, and there's a bunch of different variations. There's I think there's some glow,
Bloody
and there's some blood
versions
splattered.
and-
And they will be available June 20th, so keep an eye out for those at your local stores.
Cool.
I guess that means it's blind box time. Do you guys know what time it is? Blind box time! Yay, blind box time! All right, so we have.
You were the only one excited
It's
about
fine.
it.
I don't care. I don't care if anybody else wants to join.
All right. Let me get excited here. What do we have here? What are these?
So these are Lego collectible minifigures, but we're actually going back a couple series to Series 8 because I still had these around. So actually, wait, I can get you a. Wait.
I want Santa.
Oh yeah, you can pick off the front, but there's a few more characters on the. I kind of want Man Bat.
Yo, I like that episode when George and Suckload were going at it.
Whoa, wait, did I say what did you talk about?
You want to see which figures?
Oh,
are
on
there.
Resin.
Yeah, that
I thought
was
you meant
funny.
going at it.
Oh, let's see. Oh, we gotta pick one first, right?
Pick one, yeah.
Oh shit! Look, they have Marty McFly. No, that's not Marty McFly. Right? That's some other
Which
shit.
one?
I thought that was a hoverboard.
Oh no, it's skis.
Oh man. Well, I guess I gotta. Come on, there's gotta be a hip hop guy.
Actually, not in this one.
Really?
But there's a cheerleader. She's cute.
So yeah, there's not a hip hop guy, but there is a cheerleader.
There's nothing hip hop about any of this series. Like, it's the.
Fuck, man.
How about Robot? Crazy Robot.
No, I think I'm gonna get I want the alien. I think the alien's pretty
Okay.
cool.
Nice.
All right.
I'm going for a bat. Oh.
Oh, you got it already.
That's the one that came in
Oh.
mind. So if you want to open the alien, there he is.
How do you?
I got a football player.
I need
These
help
are
there.
Do you want
tough.
some? There's a trick. There's
Come on.
this
Gotta
little
help me
piece
out
right
there.
here.
Man,
I know, it's weird, right? It's like the linchpin.
you think there's a condom in there or something? The way it's so hard to open. Look at that! I got the cheerleader.
Oh, see, I called it.
All right, here I'll switch. You take the alien, and I'll take the cheerleader.
All right.
Are you into Lego? Do you play Lego with your kids?
They play. What are not the bigger Legos? They're not Legos. They're,
Duplo.
Yeah, they play with those a lot.
Nice.
And
Dude, there's
I
some
take
really
them,
cute Duplo.
I take them to the Lego store, and I'll see something cool, like a turtle tank, and I'll buy it, and I'll be like, cool, I'm buying that, and I'm making it. It's still in the box. It's been like a year.
Ah, come on.
Yeah, I never open it.
Your kids are going to be old enough to build it before you get
My
it
kids could
open.
choke on that stuff, man. It's too small. It's all gonna get lost. It's a big waste of money.
You can just bring it over to Toy Break if you want, you know, if you're not going to
Yeah, right.
not gonna open it.
You could wait till your kids are older, and then they'll build it.
Exactly, just have them build stuff for you. You're like, this is cool. Hey, kids, build it.
You know what? I really like the pom-poms that came with this.
You like her pom-poms?
I like her pom-poms.
Pom-poms.
It's cute. Well, there was a blue cheerleader
Oh,
with blonde hair. Like a blue uniform with blonde hair in the first series.
How do
or
you
the
make
second
it so
series?
fast? I don't even know what I'm doing here.
Oh, do you want help?
Please do.
It is one of the more complex guys, to be fair.
I'm just like, what's...
He's got like all sorts of capes and hoods.
Yeah. Look at that.
This
You're like a
one has
master at that. You didn't even read the instructions manual.
And don't forget the capes and hoods before you put his hat
Oh,
on.
I hate the capes and hoods. Alright, this one goes like this. Cross them over each other, and then the hood goes opposite direction, sticking up. Yoink.
Oh, that's a collar, not a hood.
Yeah,
Sorry.
whatever, yeah.
What about this guy?
This
What
one I
is he
don't know
got?
how to attach. How's this? Oh, just like that.
That probably
Is the
goes
head
under
supposed
his
to be
brain.
inside?
This probably goes on top to help the spacer.
Oh,
Sit
I
right.
see it.
You fail. You would have got a 65.
I would
in
put that
fucking-
under his face.
Yeah.
In Legoland, you would have got a 65.
Lego.
Is this your first alien?
Yes. I've never built this figure before. So,
Apparently it's pretty complex.
I didn't know there was so much involved.
I couldn't deal with it. Had to hand it off.
I guess I should let you keep the cheerleader.
I don't need that stress in my life right now.
That doesn't go under there. That looks retarded.
I said maybe it goes under there. I didn't say it definitely did.
Well, now it's stuck in there, so you have to pull it out. All right. Lego. Awesome. Easily available.
Maybe it's just a little thing.
Lego
Oh
my
wait, maybe it goes
Egos.
on the end of his gun.
Oh, that makes more sense.
There we go.
He is cool looking though. I like his eyes and stuff.
Yeah, it's cool, right?
I
Like,
think
it's
it's a
nice
chick.
colors and. Oh yeah, 'cause it's got the skirt, Alien Queen.
I think no, because look at the eyebrows. Like she's got like.
Because they only give that skirt to the
Oh,
girls
to
in
the
Lego.
girls. So it's a chick alien.
She's got lipstick on.
She's a
That's
sexy
that's
alien.
lipstick. Yeah.
You gotta look good when you're
It
conquering
totally is
planets.
lipstick. It's awesome.
Alien skank.
All right, review time. Let's get to the real reason you're here, kaNO. Why are you here? What's going on? You have things
first,
happening.
Before we get into all that, like, in case someone doesn't know who you are.
He's kaNO.
You got a website?
Yeah.
Who are you?
All right. So everybody that watches this show probably knows who I am, but for you that don't know, my name is kaNO. I'm an artist, and you can see my stuff at kanokid.com. And I make toys, paintings, and during the day I work in animation, and that's pretty much it. And I'm here just to promote. Oh yeah, that's right. I do a podcast with a couple of friends of mine, Sket One, Shane Jessup, and Ritzy Periwinkle.
Mr. Shane Jessup.
Whatever. Muse. So those are my West Coast peeps, and we do a podcast called You Heard Show, and we talk about
art,
toys, just whatever. You know, it started. The slogan was art from the streets up. I think that was the slogan. I can't remember.
If it's not, it should be.
But I think that's what it was, and you know, it's a cool podcast. We have different guests on it. Andrew Bubbles on it. Jesse Hernandez, a couple of other artists. Two Fly was on it. So we try to have a good mix of guests and a good mix of topics of things that other artists might dig, or people that are wanting to crack into the art business might want to ask us or other artists. It's a cool show, and it's a podcast, and it's called You Heard Show. Yeah, check it out.
Absolutely. And I know that we only fill up a little bit, like an hour of your week, so go listen to You Heard. That's another hour of your week. Boom, done. Work flies by like that.
Work flies by like that.
All right, speaking of Two Fly and projects that you've got going on right now.
Yes.
What's up here? What's on the table?
These are, can you see them on the screen?
They can.
Yeah.
All right. So, these are my toys. You guys might have seen these before. It's called, my toy is called Bodega. And for those who haven't seen it before, Bodega is, if you grew up in the tri-state area on the East Coast, or maybe in any city neighborhood, and you grew up around these 25-cent juices, it's pretty much what this toy is referencing. It's referencing a lot of things that I grew up on. It's a quarter juice, because that was the beverage of my childhood. It was a spray can, because that was the art tool. And he's got a shank and a pair of brass knuckles. A shank in one hand and a pair of brass knuckles in the other. And that's because when we were younger, nobody had gun contacts. And those were the deadly weapons. Those were like that's where you took to school so you wouldn't get too banged up or whatever.
Come on.
So
Really?
yeah. And well, this is New York. I don't know how it was out here, but
Wait, you're from New York? Sorry.
you're from New York too, buddy. So then so yeah, that's the toy. I mean, that's what it is. It's a toy that's really dedicated to people who grew up like me, and it's a hood toy. A 25-cent juice you could find at a bodega, which is a corner store in the inner city, and that's why I called it Bodega.
Dude, I love those juices with the little foil lid.
Yeah. That's why it's silver right there, because it's supposed to be the foil lid. So yeah, it was a passion of mine to make this toy. I always wanted to make it, and I finally got the opportunity to make it, and
And you just had your first release.
I just had the first release of the Artist Series, because this was previously released in red and green like 4 years ago, and then I kind of took production over, and we just launched this one 3 weeks ago, which was the Two Fly.
Yay!
Two Fly collabo piece. And for those who don't know who Two Fly is, look up her stuff at twoflynyc.com. She's like all around artist and everything. Like, she does murals, she does projects with inner city kids, and she's a graphic designer. She does a lot of branding, and like, she's all over the place.
That's awesome.
She's one of those really inspiring people, and I happened to grow up in the same neighborhood as she did, so she totally understood this toy and was down with it, and it was cool to have. It's not too often that you have someone you grow up with or that grows up in your neighborhood that you can connect on a professional level. So that was really cool. And
those are sold out. Those are, you could get them still at stores.
You can
right?
get them at vendors. Vendors can't get them anymore. My distributor has sold out on them. There was only 100 made,
Nice.
and we had a
Congratulations.
thank you. We had a signing at My Plastic Heart with Two Fly 2 weeks ago, and it went really well, and it was fun. We were both in town for it, and it was cool. Everybody who came out to support, thanks, and yeah, that was a cool experience to be in there, and just
Awesome.
dropping the toy in the
Who's
city where
next?
it belongs. The next figure that's dropping is the Tristan Eaton collabo, and this is his
Collabo.
piece, collabo piece, and that's his graphic on the front. It's like his Amazon Queen,
Fantastic.
and it's a clean print job with his signature on it.
Dude, these all look really clean.
Thanks.
Like, I mean, the toy itself looks really well made, but the prints are really nice, really sharp.
Yeah. And, you know, everybody that watches the show should know Tristan Eaton.
If you don't, go back and watch the 24-hour live toy break on
Yeah.
YouTube.
So, I mean, overall, across the board with this series, I try to work with artists that I find very inspiring and motivational, like, and just in following what they do.
Mm-hmm.
They're friends of mine, and I happen to find more inspiration in my friends doing the stuff that I do and excelling in it than people I don't know. So it's a cool connection, and I'm really happy to collaborate with these guys and
That's
on this.
That's really amazing
Toy.
that you're able to, you know, make a series with your friends, like actually,
Yeah.
you know, completely curate the series yourself. And now,
Yeah.
where's the Tristan one going to be dropping?
The Tristan one is an exclusive at Bait and Diamond Bar.
Nice.
So that signing's coming up soon, and we got a couple of goodies planned for everyone who comes out. So get your ass to Diamond Bar.
Now, are any of these
You
going
know?
to be at Comicon since that's not too far away?
I think they'll all be out by Comicon.
Okay, great.
By Comicon, yeah.
So it's kind of like our first countdown to Comic-Con episode.
It's totally countdown to Comicon. Brat brat.
There's the new slogan. It's got to go from the rest of the year now, right to Comic-Con.
Do it.
That's the drop. It just happened. You heard it there first.
Just gave you guys some flavor right there. Flavor in your ear.
So now, is the piece inside, just out of construction curiosity, is it painted inside, or is there a plastic? Is there like another piece inside that's in there?
That one
painted?
is painted because it's just a sample. Those are samples for my approval.
Okay.
But the actual one isn't like, so you saw on the samples, you can see it rubbing off a little bit. It's just to get my approval on the actual color
Right.
inside. But the other ones are actually, they're painted. I don't know if they're painted or
This
dyed
was
or whatever.
a finished one, right?
Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
it's a
that's
plastic piece
awesome.
inside. Like if you open it, you could pull out.
There is something in there, is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
no, it's
Okay.
yeah, it's a plastic piece. It's like a
What
whole
you're
nother
saying is
shape.
Jason Freeney could cut this in half.
I was just
That's
wondering,
something.
yeah, I was just making sure, like, if they just like dump paint inside a hollow thing and swirl it around, or if it was like an actual insert.
No.
Good
Like
question.
if you take it out, you can take that plastic color thing out. That's a whole shape. It's like a little jug thing.
That's
So
cool.
You can pull it out and then you have just a clear one.
What you doing over there?
I wanted to look at this one.
Okay.
But yeah, so all the artists, I mean, I'm showing all the artists here because I'm not going to be back on Toy Break for every time this shit drops. So they're all here.
Although
This is
we'd love
kind
to
of
have
like, relax. So anyway, we have Flying Fortress, which I don't know personally, but I've always been a fan of the Teddy Troop
Yeah.
character and how clean he is and everything. So as you can see, the thing that they all have in common is that they're air soul artists, graffiti artists, but not in the word form. There's a lot of characters here. I wanted
Right.
it all to be character based. I didn't just want like throw ups all over anything because that's for although I love it, it's for a very small market. So I figured this was more appealing to me. So it's like everyone's mascot on my mascot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I thought it made for a more interesting, fun series like that. And so we have Flying Fortress from Germany. We have Pez. If you don't know who Pez is, go to pezbarcelona.com. And Pez is a graffiti artist from Spain who gets up everywhere and he does these happy fishes everywhere. It's pretty much what he does. And he does big murals and he's one of those international graffiti guys. So that's what I was going with for Pez and Flying Fortress. They just get around. They're everywhere. If they get around, my toy gets around. So, and then it's kind of like an international thing. Aside from me and Tristan, Two Flies living in Ecuador right now.
Whoa.
Pez is in Spain and Flying Fortress is in Germany. So I kind of wanted it to give it like a nice flavor of like, it's kind of Art Basel influenced also. When I went out there was so many people from different places.
Right.
And it was like, I don't have to stick to, to everybody in the toy scene.
Did you like that show?
What?
We still haven't been out to Art Basel.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Good thing to go to.
So it's just one of those things, I've gotten hit up from friends in the toy scene, and we're like, "Oh, when you gonna do something with me?" And I'm just like, I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see how these go.
Let these sell out first.
Yeah, I wanted to, I wanted to do the artist that I would buy Bodega with. You know what I mean? Like, if I didn't do a Bodega and I walked into a store and I saw a Flying Fortress one or a Pez one or a Two Fly one or a Tristan one, I'd buy it. I'd steal mine, but I'd buy the other one. But
you heard it here. Steal his, buy the rest.
Yeah, you ain't stealing. That's my exclusive. There's no way you could steal that. But yeah, the purple one is my graphic, my design, and my exclusive. So aside from a couple that you might be able to buy at the signings, you can only get them from me, and I haven't released them yet.
Nice.
So that's all me.
So you can watch kanokid.com for when that's going to be released, and for when all of these are released.
Follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, dude, Instagram's the place.
Instagram's a shit, man.
I can't
Everything
live
else
without
is
it
like,
now.
I feel weird even writing a newsletter now, because it's like,
aren't you on Instagram?
Instagram's got like triple the amount of followers that my newsletter does. So, I forgot to mention, but pretty much the Flying Fortress one is the Corners exclusive. So for everyone who's interested and collects all things Teddy Troop, go to thecorner.com and stay posted to those guys, because they're the ones who have the exclusive to this. There's only 100 pieces, less than that actually, but they're the only ones who have the right to sell this.
Nice.
And yeah, so this one's Bates. Nice. This one's mine. This one's sold out to vendors, but you can find it at your local vendors.
Retailer.
And you could also find it at twoflynyc.com if you want a signed one. You better hurry up and get there, because there's only a couple left. And while you're there, pick up some other stuff of hers, because she's awesome. And Pez will be the only one that's available to retailers. So if you're a retailer and you're watching the show and you want to carry something, hit up my distributor, DKE Toys, and get on the list for this one, because it'll probably go fast. And if you have some, if you really want to carry some of my stuff, well, we can talk. You can contact me.
Sounds like backdoor New York deals.
Yo.
I gotta say, I really like the way they look all together. Like individually, they're cool.
You need to have
but I
more
really
than
like
one.
the way they look all together. The colors are really nice. Everything's really vibrant, and I don't know, it just looks really nice. And I like each of them have sneakers that match their color inside.
Yeah, the stripe matches.
So it's pretty cool. I really like them.
Originally the graphic was supposed to go on the back. It was supposed to look like this, like that, and then the graphic was going to be on the back. But I thought I had to kind of step back and make it about the artist. It should all be about whoever contributed to this round of toys. So they're getting
front and center.
They're getting front and center spotlight.
Nice.
Also, what was a big inspiration behind these, I should mention, was that I'm a huge fan of the old Barry McGee bottles that he painted characters on. It was like these glass bottles. And I always want one, but they're like $5,000. So I figure I had a little bottle.
You can make your own.
And I have different artists put their mascots on it, their characters on it.
That's cool.
It'll be like my little homage. Well, not homage, but it's inspired by it for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's my little dude. I pretty much explained what he was inspired by. And the cap is gray because German caps are my favorite caps to use when I spray paint. So, and one of the first caps that I learned how to paint on. I'm still learning a bunch of shit, but it's one of the first caps I felt comfortable with. So, German caps are gray, and that's why they're gray. So it's
really thought out. It's nice.
Yeah, it's not like it's just not like a toy that I slapped a spray can head on. I mean, there's a lot of, when you show this to somebody from New York who grew up like in my neighborhood, they know exactly what everything is.
Yeah.
Aside from the shoes that I kept them kind of generic because I have plans on like doing something else with that. Everything else is very specific.
Nice.
Awesome.
That's awesome. I think the series came out amazing, and
Thank you.
I wish you the best of luck with each of them. There's also they are suggested retail $45.
Suggested retail is $45.
Excellent,
Yeah.
which I think is a really reasonable price.
I think so too.
So you should definitely be following kaNO to follow when all this is happening, and check out your favorite retailers.
What's your
get
name on
the purple
Instagram
from
again?
kaNO.
It's kaNO Kid on Instagram. Hashtag that.
Hashtag Bodega or hashtag kaNO?
Anything. Bodega, kaNO, low life, anything. But yeah, no, hashtag it. I always like seeing pictures of Bodega. I mean, people do a pretty good job right now of hashtagging anything with me on it, like the people who follow me.
Yeah.
So it's
Nice.
pretty cool just to see all these different pictures of my shit out there and
In
Where it
people's
ends up.
collections.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
And I kind of want to touch on the subject too here with this. And the subject is building a relationship with vendors as a designer, as a toy producer. I know things are kind of in the designer toy market right now. Things are very artist made and artist run, like small runs like resins and stuff like that. And everyone's pretty much going for self, which is understandable. You know, everyone's got to eat. Everyone's trying to make stuff so they could just sell on their own store. But I have to point out that it's very important to not neglect the relationships that you build with vendors. Because at the end of the day, you know, the big picture is not the quick buck, but as an artist, these toys are kind of like getting your work out there and getting you more exposure. And you want that person to walk into a store and discover your work based off of that toy. Someone who didn't know your stuff before. If it's just you selling your resins to the people who are already following you, your fan base isn't growing. You're not expanding on it. It's just the same people that are buying your shit over and over and over again. So I feel like in big picture, when you go into production and you're not making just resins for yourself, but you go into production, you want to build these relationships with retailers. You want to have them be people that you can trust, people that, you know, it's a weird comparison, but like, you know, like in mob movies, everyone's happy when everyone eats.
Right.
You know, so when you make a toy, you got to make sure your people eat. Like the dudes that look out for you, the vendors that promote your stuff, the people who like put you on to shows, that put you on to gigs, the jobs, that get you walls. You want to make sure everyone gets a little bit of it. Keep some for yourself, of course. That's like in my example. And for me, I kept my own exclusive, but I'm making sure that everybody eats. That way, longevity, we build relationships and we all get paid, you know, and everybody looks out for each other. But if you don't have that, if you don't have that connection to vendors and it's just you cranking out shit and making money and selling shit on your big cartel and it's just all you, I mean, it's good if like, I'm not going to knock it because some
Right.
people got to do that to make rent.
That's cool, and
You
that's
know,
what they want to do.
and that's dope. But I'm just saying, like, if you're looking at
For
this,
the long haul.
yeah, if you
Yeah.
want to be like an artist, you know what I mean? The toy thing should be, use the toy shit to work as exposure for you.
Right.
Don't just live in the toy world. You know, I hear a lot of people saying, well, where are we going to go to next in this toy thing? Where are we going to capitalize it, even make even more money? It's like, you're supposed to be doing that outside of toys. Like, the toy thing is always like a side thing for an artist. It shouldn't be like just where an artist lives. Like, at least that's my opinion.
Diversify.
Yeah, have different avenues of income. Don't just stay in the toy world, you know, make yourself so that you could market yourself as an artist or a designer or a painter or something else. And
Yeah, because there's not a lot of money in toys.
yeah, like, you know, okay, for example, you know, not that I, you know, I don't want to keep bringing them up because everyone always brings them up, but Cause's toys, their resale value isn't insane because he's just a toy guy.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean? His toys, the value of his toys reflect the value of his paintings and all the work that he's putting out there. He's putting out so much shit, and then the toy is just a side thing that he has
Right.
as like an income. That's kind of that's a formula that we should, as artists, like that want to just, you know, keep expanding. That's something that we should kind of follow, I think.
Yeah.
You know.
I agree with that.
So yeah, that's just my thing. I try to look out for vendors that were always with me since the beginning. and those are the people who I like working with. The more I try to work with somebody who I don't know so much with, that I don't have a lot in common with, the more I don't like it. It's kind of just like, not that I have in common with, but you know, like, new people always want to just see what's in it for them. They have
Right.
hidden agendas.
Oh,
you
how
know?
much can I get out of this? How much? You know,
Yeah,
what-
yeah. So it's kind of like, you know, you have those guys you can always count on, and you like going to their stores, right? You like buying stuff at their stores, so why not help them keep their store? You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
So,
Because there's not a lot of toy stores left.
right. So, I mean, that's it. That's my piece on the whole thing, and
That was a good piece.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing your piece.
that's what she said.
Learning.
That's what
Learning
they
out
all
there.
said.
Oh.
I just dropped some knowledge on ya. Blat.
Learning.
Look at that. That shit was fucking. You got a fucking Pell Grant. That shit was free.
Well,
Meaning-
thank you. Thank you for sharing. Should we share some other toys?
Yeah, let's do it.
What do you got down there?
Brobo.
Brobo? I don't know why I said it like that. That was weird. All right, so we've got these crazy...
these guys look like they do something.
They do.
Oh,
So this is
shit.
Brobo by Kim Blair and Jeff Lai. They are huggable plush nightlights. There's 5 different versions. There's Brobo, Dog, Moo Moo, right here, Pep, and Trex, which is a dinosaur.
Well, this one
Not
has,
the moose. They're a
this one
bunch
has
of pigs.
batteries.
The moose!
Oh no,
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
that was awesome.
Um,
All right, so wait, this one has batteries, so I'm gonna let you try it. This one
Okay.
doesn't.
is it on?
Make sure it's on.
Okay, so they require like 4 batteries, which is why only one of them has batteries right now.
That and they're such a pain in the butt.
I think it's on.
It is on. Okay,
These go for $35 at brobo.com.
so you swipe his
So
hand
there's
over
his
his
little hand.
chest.
Swipe it over his.
See if I can get. What's he doing? Oh shit! He vibrated a little bit. Oh, look at that!
Isn't that cute? And then it also goes dim and then off. I believe are the settings.
Well, you have to touch it with his hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's cool.
but it will turn off after I think there's a 5-minute period that it will automatically turn off.
Brobo, this got Toy Fair written all over it.
Right? So I think these are really cute. One, they're really well made plush.
He's like Deathpool, right?
It totally looks like Deathpool. But I think they're well made plush and it's a fun idea. Like that's something obviously little kids like.
I think a
my
little
lights.
kid would really like this. It's almost like a glowworm,
Oh, glowworms!
but for dudes, little dudes.
Little dudes glowworms?
This
I
is
think-
like I want a Tony Stark one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Officially licensed one would be
Yeah.
really cool.
licensed bro, dude, the Brobo guy's got to go to licensing show.
Brobo Starks.
And I mean, I think they have little stories about what they have stories.
I'm sure on the
Oh no,
website.
I think they have stories on the website. I think this one's Shine Force instructions. That's funny.
This one likes new friends, adventure, race cars, hamburgers, and hide and seek.
Moo Moo likes kung fu, checkers, vacations, music, and break dancing.
I disagree.
He's a breakdancing mummy.
He doesn't look like a breakdancing mummy.
He doesn't. But look, he's got like a little tag hanging off. Oh no, I thought they were really well made plush.
He's
It's
got
a
headphones
creative
on
thing.
though. He's so hip hop. So urban.
He's from the street.
He's from the streets. He's covered in bandages because he got beat up.
Shanked with
Yeah,
his-
shanked with your
He got shanked.
from
yo.
Bodega.
Got his ass kicked on Freshman Friday.
Fresh. So I don't know. You've got kids. Do you think kids would dig these?
The thing with kids is like they dig everything for like 5 minutes. Then they truck it to the side, no matter how cool it is.
So one
man.
night this would be cool, and then
This is cool. My son would be trying to figure out how to rip that light out of his chest or something. But no, these are cool. Like, these are cool.
I wonder if they were going for kind of a Iron Man thing with this, like with the red.
I want to see different colors in there, man. I want to see like it reminds me of Simon, like the game.
Totally.
Or
That'd be
do-
really neat. There's like a little disco mode or something.
Yo, being that we're talking about like showing these, do you guys watch Shark Tank at all?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We love
Holy
Shark
shit,
Tank.
man! I almost can't watch that show. I get like anxiety. I'm like, oh,
I do
fuck.
too. I'm like, what?
So like, yeah, so I'm like, oh my god, it's like people getting their dreams crushed. But I always wonder, like, if
Just
somebody,
like the
I
toy
always want.
business.
So now when I look at something like this, I always think like Shark Tank.
Like,
I'm like,
what
oh
would
man,
they
what
say?
would they say? Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
How good would a toy Shark Tank be?
oh, it would be horrible to watch. I wouldn't be able to
I
watch
know
it.
it would
man.
be awful, and you'd be exactly what you said, crushing people's dreams because you're like, sorry, that's gonna cost $100,000 to make.
If you don't know what Shark Tank is, it's a pretty crazy show.
Go watch. It's on Hulu. Go watch. There's like 5 episodes up on Hulu. You can go watch for free. Good times.
It's no Cake Boss, but it's good.
So I think these are really fun plush. Again, they're $35. They're 13 inches. They have lights. Pass them over. The kids can enjoy them. Take them camping.
Wait, how much are these?
35.
$35. Does this still fall into the designer toy area?
I don't know. Like, I'm not really the judge of what can be in the designer toy world.
Well, your fucking toy break.
That doesn't mean anything.
You run Designer Con.
That doesn't mean anything.
I think yes, these are. I don't think these are
they
mass
do.
produced. I think these are, a little bit more limited than.
It's just it's Kim Blair and Jeff Fly. It's just a couple indie toy makers trying to get their thing out there. So I think it qualifies as a designer toy, but it's a really well done one. And I think it has mass market appeal, so I think at some point it may cross over to mass market.
Do you remember in the 80s when they had toys like this that you could put in water and the colors changed?
Yeah. Remember in the 80s when everything color changed?
Freezy Freakies.
The gloves, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I had those.
Yeah, man. Freezy Freakies, dude. They don't know about that.
Hey, I wonder if that's in that Rack Toys book.
It probably is. All right.
What
so-
toys? What toys book?
Rack Toys? I'll show it to you
Rack,
later.
like Rack City. Rack City.
All right, we have one
Bubble
more.
Bubble butt. Oh,
All right,
man.
wait. We got one more
good stuff.
toy.
One more
All
toy.
right, hook it up. Let's
those
see
are
what you
fun.
got.
So this is 8-ball, and this is a prototype here. This is a resin prototype.
It's gonna fall apart as you
8-ball's
showed
a
her.
drug, dude.
This 8-ball is also a toy.
Kids.
Oh.
This is by John Santagata. I hope I said that right. This is Radioactive Uppercut.
It's a John Cicada, dude, not John.
This radioactive rumbler is a 4-inch figure, features 3 points of city-crushing articulation.
I didn't come up with that.
They will be produced in rotocast vinyl. But how on earth can I get one, you may ask? So
You're like Ralph Cramden in The Chef of the Future. He's just like, humna.
all right, so these are going to be on Kickstarter in July.
Yes.
And we're kind of early promoting it just because
Not that early. It's only a few weeks.
a few weeks early promoting
Only a few weeks
it.
away from Comicon.
Yeah, but it's weird. Like, you can have the Kickstarter up now and run it for 2 months and promote it the whole time.
You could.
Or you can pre-promote your Kickstarter that doesn't come out until July. I don't know. It's weird.
That's what you're doing.
All right, so this is going to be on Kickstarter. They're going to raise the funds to make it in vinyl. This is, like I said, it's just a resin, which is not pinned together right now, but if you want to check it
It's
out.
all loose.
And the reason we have one here is because I'm going to customize one to go up on the Kickstarter to help raise funds for the...
Oh,
Yes.
shit.
You are one of the confirmed artists, along with Living Dead Doll creators Ed Long and Damien Glonek, MF Galleries Frank and Martina Russo, Monster Forge, Toferoy, and of course you are so far, as of this taping, confirmed.
Okay. And you can check out facebook.com/radioactive uppercut to stay in tune with what's going on.
Uppercut.
I gotta
Dude.
say, the sculpting,
Dude, right?
sculpting's amazing on that little guy.
It is.
Really nice.
It's really cool. There's a lot of texture going on, and I like the creases in his back and how
His big fat butt.
I just love the way like the spike coming out, and then it's got all those little like gooey pieces, like
Like
Oh,
it
yeah,
broke
like-
through
like-
his skin.
yeah, like flesh or whatever.
yeah, it's gonna look really nice in vinyl. I think painted up. It's gonna be.
You
cool.
don't think it's gonna lose a lot of those little details on vinyl?
Nah, it'll all come out.
Very
it all
little.
translates.
Will it lose?
That's the thing is like people don't realize, but you can like vinyl is made to capture all the detail. Like people just don't put it in vinyl toys for some reason. But I mean, you can have tons of detail.
I wonder why. That was like something maybe that the technology wasn't there in the beginning, and people just stuck with it.
I think it was just the style
It was
of
just
toys.
it was that
they were
aesthetic
using.
street style of smooth, like blocky
Cartoony.
things, like cartoony blocky.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like this guy's little like fat stance, like little squat that he's in, and like
But you remember Michael Loud did some stuff where it was like all carved?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
always, he had
That
that,
stuff looked awesome.
and it was like you can almost see the tool marks still in it,
Yeah.
like the little scratched up stuff. And I mean, it shows. Sometimes there's even fingerprints and stuff like that. It'll show everything. It'll show all the
watch
details
out with
you
that
have in
toy
it.
designers. You can get your identity stolen. You leave your fingerprint in your figure.
You could.
No? Probably not. Probably not.
Design
I think
toy
this is gonna be
your
cool.
finger.
And isn't the idea that he's
Fingerprint.
crushing cities? So like, are there gonna be like a little city?
I don't know what's
escape
going to
or
come out.
something
We'll
that
have
he
to
can
wait for the Kickstarter and find out.
little kaiju crush guy.
But I think this is the first of a planned series. So as long as it keeps going, as long as it goes on Kickstarter and
Who's the artist on that?
John Santagata,
Oh,
I
right,
think,
right,
if I'm
right.
saying it correctly.
Also known as Radioactive Uppercut.
Yes.
Hadouken.
Awesome. So we have that to look forward to. We have all of these to look forward to. Dude, so many toys coming out. It's a good time right now, I think.
Yeah, it's weird.
Because I feel like we went
No,
through
I'd say it's
a
weird
lull.
because it seems like there's a lot of toys coming out, but then, like when you talk to retailers, sometimes they're like, yeah, there's not enough coming out. So like,
Are they saying there's not enough because there's not as many blind box coming out? Because that's what I know a lot of retailers
maybe
kind
that's
of bread
what,
and
maybe,
butter.
Maybe that's what they mean. I don't know.
And I can't fault them for that. I mean, a $10 blind box. Versus
Once San Diego hits, though, everybody's stuff will come out,
Yeah.
and you'll have everything. Like everybody waits for San Diego now.
It's
I
true.
don't wait for San Diego.
You make San Diego wait for you.
Not even.
You don't even go to San Diego.
I don't do that, yo.
You go down for a day and then you complain about it.
You're probably the smartest man in the room.
I don't complain. I'm done complaining, man. I'm not doing that no more.
Then what will you do with your
What do you mean?
time?
What do I do with my time, man?
You'll make stuff.
Make babies.
Make
Make
babies.
babies.
All
How
day.
about go to some events? Like Dream in Plastic's custom toy show.
Oh, look at you, Segway.
will be the
Segway queen.
Dream in Plastic's third annual custom show at Dream in Plastic in Beacon, New York.
What you know about Beacon, yo?
From June 8th to July 12th, dreaminplastic.com. And of course, right around the corner is Brick World, which is a Lego fan convention at the Renaissance Convention Center in Schaumburg, Illinois, July 12th through 16th, brickworld.us.
Will there be LARPing there?
I've only seen like 2 people that dress up as minifigs at conventions, so they don't really LARP.
Do you LARP?
One time I dressed up as a minifig.
Wow. Wow.
It was really cute.
What a dork.
Well, the minifig already looked like me, so it was easy.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're not. All right, so
LARPing is hilarious. I never thought I knew someone who actually did it.
All right, so if you're not in Illinois that weekend, you can come to Star Wars Days down at Legoland in Carlsbad, California. It's a bunch of fan-made Star Wars Lego models. There's kids' costume contests. The 501st is there. It's a lot of Star Wars fun. It's June 15th and 16th. Bring Dad down for Father's Day. Legoland.com.
Father's Day. Hey, that's coming up.
And they're gonna have the X-wing is gonna be there
Bodega
for
for
that,
your
right?
for your
For all the daddies out there.
Heck yeah.
For all my daddy peeps. Jesse, Marca, Sket.
Everyone.
Holding it down. All the daddies out there.
All right, well, that is it for episode 263. Thank you, kaNO, for being here. Don't forget, you can save money with Toy Break coupons online. There's a bunch of different retailers. You can check the show notes at toybreak.com for complete details, as well as links to everything we talked about. This guy's links, these links, everything.
kaNOkid.com. All up in your face.
You can also join the contests and the discussions, rousing discussions on the forum.
Rousing.
Titillating, even.
Riveting.
Like, is it Mario or Mario?
That's going to be a
Fucking
thread.
Mario, dude. It's
Damn
Mario.
right, it's Mario.
Mario. What are you?
We're in LA. We speak.
You gotta go to a cafe with that
English.
shit. It's Mario. The dudes that work in a pizzeria, their name is Mario.
You can also help support the show by clicking on the Amazon link on the left-hand side of the Toy Break page. Do your Amazon shopping as normal. Huge help. Thank you to everyone who bothers to take a few extra clicks or bookmark the page. That also works. You can also call and leave us a voicemail at 818-AM-I-GOOD. Email us, info@toybreak.com. Keep up with us on Facebook at facebook.com/toybreak. Check out our Toy Briefs, Toy
And
Girls,
here's your toy break.
and full episodes at youtube.com/toybreak. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter. We have new Twitter at Toy Break.
A new one? That means you gotta start from the beginning?
Follow us at Toy Break.
How do you do that now? Like, you gotta tell everybody to follow you all over again?
Yeah, everybody's already doing it.
I'm not doing it.
I followed you. Toy Break's following you.
But they're supposed to. Shit, I'm the news.
You can also follow us individually at Aileen Gaspar.
At George Gaspar.
kaNO Kid.
Awesome.
At kaNO Kid.
But follow me on Instagram, not Twitter.
Yeah, Instagram's probably better. I'm not doing a separate Toy Break.
Oh, right.
Instagram.
Twitter is...
I don't think I can do that.
I'm kaNO on Twitter. And on Instagram, I'm kaNO Kid.
Nice.
Okay.
But I got a lot of more followers on Instagram than all my other social medias.
Instagram's awesome.
So I usually hang out there. Hashtag. No
How,
filter.
do we need a hashtag now?
No filter. There's no filter on Toy Break. Boom.
That's why it's awesome.
No lo-fi. This shit is raw fucking footage.
All right. Well, thank you so much, kaNO. Thanks for bringing your bodegas, and we will see you guys same toy time, same toy channel.